The area around the Taipei train station is a street food mecca. At 就是爱煎饼果子, you can get all flavors of 煎饼, the perfect on-the-go breakfast food. It all starts with a crispy layer of mung bean and wheat flour crepe cooked French style on a hot griddle. Then a thin layer of egg wash is applied.
Perfect.
And seasoning with pepper. Now come the fillings, starting with green onions, cabbage. Loosen the edges, flip it, and apply tianmianjiang, a sweet savory bean paste. Add giant fried wontons called 脆饼, which gives it that extra crunch on crunch. Then the final fold, just like a burrito. And voila! Ready to eat. Nestled in its paper wrapping, it looks and smells perfection. Hot off the griddle with crispy golden layers, tender cabbage, and pungent bits of bright green onion. I cannot wait to sink my teeth into that. This is a total carb bomb, but I love it. I love the chewiness of the crepe on the outside and the crispiness of those little tortilla pieces on the inside. And there's a little bit of veggies in it, but it's really just kind of a very surface condiment, so you can't really taste it at all. My kind of food. The Swanson night market may be small and intimate, but it's got some unique specialties. Easy to overlook is an older woman with a simple cart selling mochi and a super rare delicacy called caiyan, a gelatin dessert made from a very rare ocean seaweed. All right, so my cousin is introducing me to a new street food. This is called coral grass agar. And it's a gelatin that is made with the extract of coral grass. He said it's really good, but super rare. Like, you normally don't find these at the night markets. It just so happens he knows the vendor, and she just came over tonight, so we lucked out. All right, cheers. Very interesting. So this is kind of like in the same family as ayu, if you guys know what ayu is. Like, for those who are boba fans, they offer that as a boba topping. So it's kind of very similar. So this is chilled, it's slightly sweetened, and the texture is a little bit more solid than like a Jell-O gelatin. So when you bite it, it actually like comes apart very easily. So it's a little bit more delicate. 你想呢？
很好吃啊。
对啊。
你喜欢吗？
Mhm.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it. But I'm an IU fan. I love IU.
在日本，它有另外一个名字叫寒天。
Oh.
这是日本人会拿来减肥的东西。
Oh.
像是这样。
Oh, okay. So Steve is saying that in Japan, it's also called hantian, and then they actually use this to diet. So if you're on a diet, come eat a lot of these. Ningxia Street Night Market, and our first stop is to get some oajen, or oyster egg omelet. There are several shops here cranking them out. Steve makes a curious discovery. They seem to be all owned by somebody named Lai. Gossip has it that Mr. Lai had several wives, and each shop was passed down to a wife. Of course, in karmic fashion, the shop supposedly owned by second wife, Yuan Huan Bian Oajen, is way more popular than the shop next door, supposedly owned by first wife, Oajen Da Wang. They're pretty similar, so we picked a shorter line. To go with our oajen, Steve also orders a simple soup broth with huge chunks of pork liver. Not to my taste, but practically every table's ordered a bowl, so must be good, right? Also at Ningxia is Chu Yun Renbing, which sells renbing, or soft spring rolls. She gets the bean sprouts boiling. Then, on a cunbing crepe, she spreads a sweet chili sauce, radishes, fried tofu, bits of pork, cilantro, then the bean sprouts, and cabbage boiled in a mild curry. And finally, a generous scoop of peanut powder before being all rolled up. All right, here's a quick shot. No fancy food porn for this one.
hot off the griddle. So it looks like for the outside they used a wrapper similar to what they would use for mushi pork. It's just a very thin, simple batter, probably just flour and water and a little bit of salt. I'm gonna open this one up so that we can see what's inside. Look at that. Yummy goodness. Oh, wow. That's delicious. A lot of vegetables inside. Everything is cooked until it's really soft and melt in your mouth. The only thing that is a little bit more parboiled is the bean sprouts. So it's kind of nice. You've got that soft texture and that crunchy texture from the bean sprouts. And because otherwise it'd be quite bland, there's a really nice peanut sauce in this, and that gives it some flavor. That's a really nice proportion to it. Just a little bit for a little bit of flavor, not too overwhelming. Now that would be another recommended item from here. This market's coming up with the hits.